Your face shows an angel, your eyes show something that's being toward. People make the mistake early, always. They look at your face first. Soft features, easy warmth. The kind of face that makes strangers trust you within the first 10 seconds, that makes children wave at you in grocery stores, that makes people assume you've had a gentle life because gentleness is written into your bone structure. And, for a while, that's all anyone sees. The angel, the safe one, the face that seems built to never have known real damage. Then they look at your eyes and the whole read falls apart. Because your eyes don't match the story your face is telling. There's a stillness in them that doesn't belong to someone who's had it easy. A weight. A quiet, settled knowledge that only shows up in people who've survived something and came out the other side without announcing it to anyone. Your eyes don't perform pain, and they don't perform peace either. They just hold both at once, the way only real experience can. And that combination is the thing people can't quite look away from and can't quite explain. Here's what nobody tells you about carrying two truths in one face. The softness was never fake. That part matters. You didn't build a gentle expression as camouflage for something harder underneath. The kindness in your face is real, earned, still fully intact. But it exists now alongside something else, something that came later, something that got added without erasing what was already there. And that's rarer than people realize. Most people who go through real difficulty lose the softness. It gets burned off, replaced by armor, by a permanent edge that never fully relaxes again. You didn't lose it, you just added depth underneath it. And that's a different kind of strength than the one people usually recognize, because it doesn't look like hardness. It looks like peace that was fought for. Think about what it actually takes to keep a face like that, intact after going through something that leaves marks in the eyes. It means you didn't let the difficult years turn you bitter, even though bitterness would have been the easier, more available option. It means somewhere in the middle of whatever you carried, you made a decision, maybe without even framing it as a decision, to stay soft on the outside while getting stronger on the inside. That's not naivety. People mistake it for naivety constantly, because naivety and unguarded warmth can look identical from a distance. But naivety hasn't been tested yet. Yours has. Yours came out the other side of something and chose, again, to stay open. That's the part people can't read correctly when they meet you. They caught the warmth first and assume it means inexperience. Assume it means you haven't seen much. Assume you're someone who can be handled gently because you seem gentle. And then they watch you respond to something difficult, something that would rattle most people, and there's no rattle. There's just a calm that shouldn't be possible for someone whose face looks like that. And in that gap between what they expected and what they got, something shifts in how they see you. Here's the thing about eyes that have been somewhere. They stop performing reactions. Most people's eyes widen on cue, narrow on cue, well up on cue, because that's the social contract, that's the expected choreography of a normal conversation. Your eyes don't follow that script anymore, not because you're withholding, but because you've been through enough that the small stuff stopped registering as an emergency. Someone raises their voice, and your eyes stay level. Someone tries to provoke a reaction, and your eyes just watch, patient, unbothered, waiting to see what they'll do next. That stillness unsettles people who are used to being able to read a reaction off someone's face in real time. With you, they get the warmth, but they don't get the tell. And not getting the tell is its own kind of message. There's a particular look people give you when they finally clock the mismatch. It usually happens in a quiet moment. Not during a big conversation, but during some small pause, a look held a second too long, and you could watch it land on their face. The recalibration, the moment they stop seeing just the soft face and start seeing whatever sits behind it. Some people get uncomfortable in that moment, because they realize they've been underestimating you, treating you like someone who needs protecting, when the truth is, you might be the most unshakable person in the room, and they never noticed because you never advertised it. Let's be honest about how that discrepancy gets built in the first place. Because it doesn't happen without cost. It happens when you go through something real difficulty, the kind that reorganizes how you see the world, and instead of letting it curdle into permanent hardness, you make the harder choice, the choice almost nobody talks about because it's not dramatic enough for a highlight reel. You choose to keep being kind anyway. You choose to keep your face soft, your voice gentle, your default setting generous, even after you've learned exactly how unkind the world can be. That's not softness that never got tested. That's softness that survived the test and decided to stay. And your eyes, they're the part of you that didn't get the memo to keep smiling through it. Your eyes hold the receipts. They carry the version of events your face is too polite to mention. Every hard year, every moment you had to be strong when nobody was checking on you. Every quiet decision to keep going when stopping would have been so much easier. It's all sitting there, visible, if anyone looks closely enough, invisible to anyone who only glances. This is why people find you disarming in a way they can't articulate. It's not one thing. It's the collision of two things that aren't supposed to coexist. Approachable and untouchable. Warm and unshaken. Gentle and completely unafraid. Most people only get to pick one lane, because building both takes something most people never go through, or if they do go through it, they come out the other side having sacrificed one for the other. You didn't sacrifice either. You kept both, and carrying both at once is exactly what makes people do a double take when they actually look at you instead of just glancing. There's a lesson underneath all this, and it's not really about your face at all. It's about what it means to survive something without letting it take the best parts of you as payment. A lot of people treat toughness and warmth like a trade-off, like you can only get stronger by getting colder. You're proof that trade doesn't have to happen. You can come out of something hard with your softness fully intact and something new added on top of it. A depth, a steadiness, a quiet, unbotherable calm that nobody can talk you out of because you didn't get it from a book. You got it from actually going through something and choosing, deliberately, not to let it close you off. So when people say, your face shows an angel and your eyes show something else entirely, that's not a contradiction. That's the whole story told in two parts. The face is who you decided to remain. The eyes are proof of what it took to remain that way. And anyone paying close enough attention to notice both is seeing the entire truth of you, not the curated version, not the performance, just the actual person who went through something and came out gentle anyway, on purpose, every single day since. That's the part worth remembering when someone underestimates you because of how approachable you look. Let them. Let them assume the softness means there's nothing underneath it. The ones who matter will eventually look a second longer, catch what's actually sitting in your eyes, and understand exactly who they're dealing with. You were never fragile just because you look gentle. You were tested, and you're still here, still soft, still open, and that combination is the rarest thing in any room you walk into.